The California wildfires of January 2025 have devastated vast areas of Los Angeles, including the upscale neighborhoods of Pacific Palisades, Hollywood Hills, and Brentwood. Celebrities residing in these areas have not been spared from the destruction. Many were forced to evacuate, while others lost their homes completely to the flames. Despite the devastation, many celebrities have shown resilience, expressing gratitude for their safety while mourning the loss of their homes. Below is a look at the celebrities whose dream homes have been destroyed or severely affected by the wildfires, along with their responses to the crisis. 1. Julianne Hough, a swift evacuation and reassurance. Julianne Hough, the actress and dancer known for her roles in Dancing with the Stars, found herself among those forced to evacuate her Hollywood Hills home when a fire broke out in the area. With her home in immediate danger, Hough took to social media to keep her followers informed, sharing a post on Instagram urging residents to evacuate promptly to avoid gridlock as the fire spread. In a follow-up video, Hough appeared alongside her dog, Sunny, reassuring her followers that she and her family were safe and had already evacuated the danger zone. The video captured her calm demeanor amidst the chaos, offering a sense of relief to those concerned about her safety. Hough's posts were not just an update on her own situation, but served as an important reminder for others to act quickly when faced with such dangers. Her ability to remain composed and use her platform to spread awareness about the importance of swift action in the face of disaster was a reminder of the role social media can play in times of crisis. 2. Emily Proctor, losing home, finding strength in community. Emily Proctor, best known for her role as Ainsley Hayes in The West Wing, endured the devastating loss of her home during the 2025 wildfires. In an interview with CNN, Proctor shared the heartbreak of learning that her house had been completely destroyed. She expressed her grief, saying, "I wanted to be here to say we loved our neighborhood, and we still do. It was an incredible community." Despite the loss of her home, Proctor's message was one of gratitude and appreciation for the support she received from the community and the first responders. She reflected on the strong sense of community spirit that had existed in her neighborhood, and even in the face of such a profound loss, she praised the local firefighters and emergency personnel for their tireless efforts. Proctor's resilience in the face of disaster was evident as she shifted her focus from the material loss to the human connections that mattered most. Her story was a poignant reminder of the importance of community and mutual support during times of crisis, as well as the strength that can arise from shared hardship. 3. Mandy Moore, shielding her children from fear amidst the chaos. Singer and actress Mandy Moore, known for her roles in This Is Us and her successful music career, was another celebrity forced to evacuate her home due to the advancing wildfires. Moore, along with her husband Taylor Goldsmith and their 3 young children, had to leave their recently renovated Spanish Revival home in Los Angeles as the fires grew closer. The emotional toll of the situation was profound, particularly as Moore worked to shield her children from the fear and anxiety that came with such a crisis. Moore shared her experience on Instagram, expressing her gratitude for the kindness and support of friends who offered her family a place to stay. Her posts reflected the overwhelming sadness she felt as a mother trying to balance her own worries with the need to protect her children from the chaos unfolding around them. "I pray for everyone affected by this," she wrote, reflecting the shared grief and fear that many residents of Los Angeles were feeling during the wildfires. Moore's message underscored the complexity of the emotional challenges families face during such events. While the safety of her children was paramount, the loss of their home and possessions left an undeniable mark on her family. Moore's story highlighted the strength that parents draw on in difficult times, focusing on the well-being of their children while navigating their own emotions. 4. Steve Guttenberg, a community hero in the midst of crisis. Actor Steve Guttenberg, best known for his roles in Police Academy and Three Men and a Baby, was deeply affected by the wildfires, but he also played an active role in supporting the firefighting efforts during the crisis. Along with his wife, Brooke Adams, Gutenberg evacuated his home as the fires approached. However, rather than simply focusing on his own safety, Gutenberg turned his attention to helping the community. During the evacuation, Gutenberg assisted firefighters by helping clear abandoned cars from the streets. This action allowed emergency personnel to have better access to fire-affected areas, making it easier for them to respond quickly to the emergency. His active involvement in assisting first responders during such a chaotic time was a testament to the importance of community spirit and cooperation in times of crisis. Gutenberg expressed deep appreciation for the bravery of the firefighters and other emergency workers who put their lives on the line to protect others. Gutenberg's efforts exemplified how individuals, regardless of their status or occupation, can play a vital role in responding to disasters. His story emphasized the significance of staying calm, working together, and supporting those who are on the front lines during emergencies. His focus on helping others, even in the face of personal loss, demonstrated the power of community involvement and solidarity in times of need. 5. Mel Gibson, the personal loss of a family retreat actor. Mel Gibson, known for his roles in Braveheart and Lethal Weapon, tragically lost his cherished Malibu home in the January 2025 wildfires. Gibson, who was in Austin recording an episode of The Joe Rogan Experience at the time, expressed his sorrow in an emotional interview after hearing the news. "It's obviously devastating. It's emotional. You live there for years, and all your belongings are tied to that place," Gibson shared, reflecting on the deep personal connection he had to the property. The home had served as a family retreat for Gibson, a place where memories were made and shared with loved ones. The loss was particularly painful due to the emotional attachments tied to the property, and Gibson's grief was evident in his words. Despite the overwhelming sadness, Gibson expressed gratitude that his family was safe and that they had escaped the flames. His acknowledgement of the emotional impact of losing years of memories and belongings was a powerful reminder of the emotional toll such disasters take. While Gibson faced a significant loss, his gratitude for his family's safety served as a silver lining amidst the tragedy. His story, like those of many others, underscored the importance of family and the recognition that, although homes and possessions can be replaced, the safety of loved ones is paramount. Gibson's experience highlighted the emotional complexity of disaster recovery. Grief over the loss of material possessions balanced by a sense of relief that loved ones were unharmed. 6. Travis Barker's children. Evacuating and losing it all. Travis Barker's children, Landon, 21, and Alabama, 19, were among those forced to evacuate their Pacific Palisades home due to the rapidly spreading fires. The blaze, which moved with frightening speed, left little time for preparation or decision-making. Both Landon and Alabama took to Instagram to share their experiences, offering followers a glimpse into the chaos and fear they felt during the evacuation. Landon posted a selfie with the message, "Just evacuated, praying for everyone the fires have affected." His expression, a mixture of relief and sadness, underscored the difficult reality of evacuating with no certainty of what would be left behind. Alabama also shared her experience, noting how quickly the fires spread and how frightening it was to watch the flames advance so rapidly. "It happened so fast," she said in her post, conveying the panic that comes when disaster strikes without warning. Though both are safe, the Barker children's home and belongings were destroyed in the flames. Their posts serve as a poignant reminder of the unpredictable speed at which wildfires can spread and the necessity of evacuating when needed. Like so many others, the Barker family had no choice but to flee, leaving everything they had worked for behind. Their experience highlighted the heartbreaking reality faced by so many individuals and families in Southern California during these fires, with the loss of material possessions and the emotional toll that accompanies such events. 7. Maria Shriver. Heartbreaking loss of a community. Maria Shriver, former First Lady of California and a respected journalist and advocate, also shared her sorrow on Instagram after the wildfires ravaged her Pacific Palisades neighborhood. Shriver, who had been a fixture in the community for many years, expressed the profound loss she and many others were facing. Heartbreaking, devastating beyond words. Everything is gone. Our neighborhood, our restaurants, all our friends have lost everything, Shriver wrote, sharing images of the widespread destruction that had impacted not just homes, but local businesses and landmarks. Though Shriver and her family were able to evacuate safely, the emotional toll of losing her beloved community was palpable in her words. For Shriver, the fire didn't just take away her home, it destroyed the fabric of the community she had long been a part of. Many residents were left without homes, possessions, or a sense of normalcy. Shriver's message reflected the collective grief felt by the entire neighborhood, as the fires had stolen not just property, but memories and connections that could never be replaced. In the face of such overwhelming destruction, Shriver's reflections on the strength and resilience of her community stood out. Despite the loss, she expressed her gratitude for the first responders and the efforts of those who worked tirelessly to protect people and homes. Her post became a reminder of how such tragedies can bring people together and the importance of community support during and after a disaster. 8. Whitney Cummings. The struggles of evacuating. Early comedian Whitney Cummings, known for her sharp wit and candid humor, was also impacted by the 2025 wildfires. Cummings, like many others, had to evacuate her home as the fires drew nearer. However, she shared her struggles with the difficult timing of evacuating too early. On Instagram, Cummings explained how evacuating early could block roads and hinder access for emergency vehicles, complicating the situation further for first responders. "This changes everything forever," Cummings wrote, acknowledging the profound and life-altering impact of the fires. Her words captured the collective sense of confusion, fear, and uncertainty that many people felt during the evacuation process. While it is important to leave when danger is imminent, evacuating too early can sometimes make the situation more chaotic, and finding a balance between staying too long and leaving too soon can be an overwhelming challenge. Despite the stress and confusion, Cummings's message also emphasized the resilience required to cope with such disasters. As a comedian, she found a way to balance the gravity of the situation with her trademark humor, using her platform to help others process their own feelings and experiences. Her reflections on the difficulty of evacuating and how quickly everything can change resonated with many who were living through similar situations. 9. Jennifer Love. Hewitt, holding hope. Amid uncertainty, actress Jennifer Love. Hewitt, known for her roles in Ghost Whisperer and I Know What You Did Last Summer, was another celebrity who had to evacuate during the 2025 wildfires. Along with her husband, Brian Hallisey, and their 3 children, Hewitt faced the uncertainty and fear that accompanied the rapidly advancing fires. In an emotional message shared on Instagram, Hewitt expressed her sense of helplessness as she watched the destruction unfold. "I have no words, only prayers, and holding as much hope as I can for our home and our children," Hewitt wrote, conveying the anxiety that many parents feel when their homes and the safety of their children are threatened. While she and her family were safe, the uncertainty about what would be left behind weighed heavily on her. Hewitt's message also reflected the support she received from her community, particularly the first responders who worked tirelessly to protect families in the area. Despite the chaos, Hewitt's focus on her children and her family's safety served as a reminder of what truly matters in the face of such devastation. Her post exemplified the emotional complexity of navigating disaster, the relief of safety mixed with the sadness of losing a home and possessions. 10. Milo Ventimiglia. Watching the flames destroy his home. Actor Milo Ventimiglia, best known for his role in This Is Us, experienced one of the most heartbreaking moments when he and his wife Gina watched their home be consumed by the flames in real time through security footage. Ventimiglia, who was preparing to become a father for the first time, shared the painful experience with his followers, expressing his gratitude that he and his wife, who was 9 months pregnant at the time, were safe. "We'll make do. Wife and baby are what matter most," Ventimiglia said, offering a sense of perspective amidst the overwhelming loss. For Ventimiglia, the loss of the home was undeniably painful, but his focus remained on the safety of his wife and their unborn child. The emotional weight of losing their home was lessened somewhat by the relief that their family was unharmed. Ventimiglia's story emphasized the importance of focusing on loved ones, particularly during times of crisis, and his message of gratitude for his family's safety was a reminder that while homes and belongings can be replaced, the well-being of those you love is paramount. 11th Bozoma Street, John. Mourning and moving forward. Bozoma St. John, a reality star from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, found herself among those who lost their homes in the 2025 wildfires. In the wake of the destruction, St. John shared photos and videos of her house from happier times, offering a glimpse into the memories she had created in the space. "This house is gone. This is an unimaginable loss," she wrote in a heartfelt post, conveying the deep sorrow she felt at the loss of her home. Despite the overwhelming grief, St. John's message also conveyed a sense of hope and determination to rebuild. "We'll rebuild, one day at a time," she said, showing her resolve to move forward despite the tragedy. Her post reflected the complexity of experiencing such a profound loss, mourning the past while focusing on the future. St. John's strength and optimism were evident in her words, offering a powerful reminder that even in the face of devastation, resilience can guide people through the hardest of times. 12. John C. Reilly, facing total loss. Actor John C. Reilly, known for his roles in films such as Boogie Nights and Talladega Nights, experienced the complete destruction of his home during the wildfires. Photos of his property after the flames had passed show charred remains, blackened walls, and rubble where his house once stood. The devastation was extensive, and while Reilly has yet to publicly comment on the loss, the images alone speak to the magnitude of the damage. The emotional toll of losing a home is compounded by the memories tied to the space. For Reilly and his family, the loss of their property was undoubtedly heartbreaking, but their safety provided a small comfort amidst the devastation. In situations like these, the well-being of loved ones becomes the top priority, and Reilly's gratitude for his family's safety, despite the loss of their home, serves as a poignant reminder of the unpredictable nature of wildfires and the importance of focusing on what truly matters. 13. Diane Warren, a rainbow of hope amidst the destruction. Diane Warren, the legendary songwriter behind hits like "I Don't Want to Miss a Thing" and "If I Could Turn Back Time," also faced the loss of her beloved beach house in the wildfires. Warren had owned the property for 30 years, and it held significant sentimental value. In a poignant Instagram post, Warren shared a photo of Leah's Rock, a cherished part of her beach house, with a rainbow shining over it. "There's a rainbow shining on it, which I'm taking as a sign of hope for all the creatures affected by this tragedy," she wrote, finding solace in the natural beauty of the moment. While the loss of her beach house was painful, Warren expressed gratitude for the safety of the animals at her rescue ranch, focusing on their well-being in the wake of the disaster. Her words were a reminder that even in the face of loss, hope can be found in the smallest of signs. Warren's ability to find a silver lining amid the destruction demonstrated the strength of the human spirit and the importance of holding on to hope during difficult times. Her message also underscored the deep connection people feel to their homes and communities, and the ways in which they can draw strength from their love for others, especially animals. 14. Rob Molina, grateful for safety amidst widespread destruction. Actor Rob Molina and his family were forced to evacuate their home as the fires spread throughout their neighborhood. While Molina's family was safe, the damage to their community was profound. On social media, Molina shared the devastation that affected not only his home, but also many other homes in the area. "So many homes. Entire neighborhoods are just gone," he wrote, acknowledging the scale of the destruction. Molina expressed deep gratitude for the safety of his loved ones, as well as for the bravery of the first responders who worked tirelessly to save homes and lives. "Thank you to all the firefighters and first responders who risked their lives to protect us," Molina said, highlighting the collective effort that was required to fight the fires. Despite the overwhelming destruction, Molina's message emphasized the importance of focusing on the safety of family and the broader community. His reflection on the power of support during times of crisis reinforced the idea that, while material losses are devastating, the safety and well-being of loved ones and neighbors must always come first. 15. Anna Faris, gratitude amidst loss. Actress Anna Faris, known for her roles in Scary Movie and Mom, was also impacted by the 2025 wildfires. Faris confirmed that her home was destroyed in the flames, but she expressed gratitude that she, her husband, and their family were safe. "We're extremely thankful that we're safe," Faris wrote, emphasizing the importance of family and loved ones in the face of such a tragedy. Faris's representative shared that her focus remained on the safety of her family, even as they mourned the loss of their property. The emotional toll of losing a home is immense, but Faris's gratitude for her family's well-being served as a reminder that material possessions can be replaced, but the safety of loved ones is irreplaceable. Her message reflected the shared sense of relief and loss that many families experienced during the wildfires. For Faris and countless others, the fires underscored the need to cherish family, community, and the moments spent together. 16. Jennifer Grey, cherishing loved ones in the aftermath. Jennifer Grey, the actress best known for her role in Dirty Dancing, also faced the heartbreak of losing her home to the 2025 wildfires. Her daughter, Stella Gregg, shared the news on Instagram, revealing that their house had been completely destroyed. Despite the devastation, the family found comfort in knowing that Jennifer, along with her pet Winnie, was safe. Stella's message on Instagram urged others to cherish their loved ones, especially in times of crisis. "Hug your loved ones tight," Stella wrote, emphasizing the importance of family and the love that binds us together. In the wake of such a tragedy, these words resonated deeply with many who were affected by the fires. The loss of a home is deeply emotional, but the realization that we still have our loved ones is a powerful reminder of what truly matters in life. Stella's message and the family's focus on what they had left, each other, captured the emotional essence of the wildfires. The fires had taken much, but it had not taken their ability to love, support, and cherish one another. This message of love and gratitude was a balm for those who were grieving, offering comfort amidst the pain.